And, you know, I self-discipline is such an important thing. I can see that you had so much self-discipline, like you would just, do practice on your own for 3 hours a day. And when you were a kid, you already started working out, and on your own. So some people, and I had similar approach. I was just wanted to be good at something. Where it was like I was actually doing aggressive inline skating as a teenager, so I'd just sit whole day and keep trying one trick on a handrail over and over and over, throughout the whole day to make it better. But for many people, they struggle with that self-discipline, and it's so important, for anything we want to do in life, uh, make some changes, reach some goals, whatever it is, start a new thing. We need self-discipline. Is there a way for someone to actually improve that? Or, because some people just seem to have it, that thrive, like you, maybe. And for others, it's a struggle. They need, stability. They need teachers. They need a group to encourage them. Like, they cannot do things themselves often. They need a push from someone else. Is there a way to work on that side?
People are habitual. We like to do the same thing over and over, and this is kind of how we are made, like or programmed, and it allows us to be more efficient through things. And if you want to be disciplined, it's really about creating a new habit. It's hard to create a new habit of, let's say, an asana practice that's 3 hours a day, because it's just too much. It's too much all at one time, and you're going to burn out. It's like the same thing with meditation. When I teach meditation, I've heard people say like, oh, 5 minutes of meditation is not going to do anything for you, or a minute of meditation is not going to do anything for you. Just like 5 minutes of working out isn't going to do anything for you. But if you've never done it before, you need to start creating something that is easy for you to handle. And
Yeah.
the best way to do that is just small incremental steps. Start out with, if you have something you're like, okay, I really want to start practicing every day, set that goal to practice every day and do something that is easier for you than what you think. You're like, okay, I know I could do 30 minutes every day. We'll start out with 15 minutes every day. And then if you're desiring more than that, then do more. And eventually you keep adding on, but the consistency and the repetition of that is going to create a habit. If you have trouble doing that on your own, get into a program, get into something that almost forces you to do that, and don't make excuses for why not to. That's an easy thing to be like, oh, well, I have this coming up, so I can't do that or whatever. Just don't allow yourself excuses. That's why you set out, you create your schedule and around the things that you want to do, and then make excuses not to do the other things, rather than using those other things as excuses not to do what you want to. But that's all I've done. That's how I started my meditation practice, when I really wanted to meditate, but I couldn't do it, and I couldn't start with 30 minutes. So I started with 5 minutes. With pranayama, the same thing. Doing 30 minutes or an hour pranayama every day was too much for me in the beginning. So I started with 5 minutes. The asana practice, I didn't start with the 3 hour asana practice. I started with just going to classes and doing that every single day. And I didn't even have like a self practice I until I really like got into it. And then my self practice really developed because I was going to a fire station where I couldn't take a yoga class, and online training wasn't really like so much of a thing. There was no Alo moves out there for me to like go on and sign into a class. So I started with my own self practice and developed it that way. And yeah, there's if you're not good at pushing yourself or motivating yourself, at least push yourself to go somewhere that someone else motivates you, or go online and do that.